Okay, I'm gonna do my everyday makeup. I've been doing this for a really long time and these products I really love. Okay, I'm starting off with these two. I use shade 13 and 27. When I'm more tan, I use more of the 27 or only 27, and then vice versa. I will mix them together. Okay. And then I use one of these sponges, damped, and I always clean them with bar soap. Okay. And this is my sunscreen also. I used to use the Biore sunscreen, but this is now my sunscreen because I'm pretty sure this has zinc in it, and I just feel like it actually protects more from the sun. And I'm not like sitting out in the sun, but I feel like it actually keeps my skin protected compared to like a clear gel. I'm gonna go a little bit above my eyes. And I have some clusters on right now, but I also use lash serum. So even while I have these on, I'll do the lash serum, so when I take them off, my lashes are still really long. So let's see if I can focus it. So now we have a good base, and by the way, I do 2 pumps. I do 1 of each. So I feel like you only need about 2 pumps because I don't want too much product on my face. And for my moisturizer, I use this gel moisturizer. I use 2 different shades of concealer. I use a lighter one and a darker one. I have really bad eyesight, so I can't tell if my camera is focused or not. We're gonna just hope. Okay, so this is the darker one. This one helps to cancel out some like the purple tones because it's a little bit more orange. Then I do a little bit of the lighter one. There's no science to this. I kind of just eyeball it. And then I use a brush like this, and I actually start right here. I just want to place this where I want it, and if I use this sponge, it still will work. It just takes up more of the product. And I don't want it to crease underneath my eye, so I kind of focus away from underneath completely. And I'll bring it up there, but I want the majority to be on the darker spot. And then I use this brush so I can get into my inner corners because I have dark inner corners, like right in here. So I'm gonna go, and then I'll just take it underneath my eyebrow and kind of shape, and then swing it across and kind of create an equal playing field. And then I'll go up. And then you can also shape above, even though we haven't done anything to our eyebrows. I feel like this does help. And my eyebrows don't need too much. They're already pretty, like, big. So now with the remaining product on here, I'm gonna start the outer corner, and then I'm gonna kind of just go along the edge right here, and then same thing on this side. And then I'm gonna actually leave this part alone because whenever I go on top, it will like kind of smudge it. So I'm gonna go above my eye, and then kind of blend the brow above my other eye. And then I'll go onto the nose, and then I get up. And I get up in here. And then I drag it out. Remaining product, I can kind of take it anywhere else and like spread that coverage out. And then I don't like too much above my lip right here, because then if I like wet my nose or anything, I just want it to be kind of less so it doesn't mess anything up. So I kind of try to remove the clean part. And then also right here, this kind of gives me a blush effect by taking a little bit of that product off. And I'm gonna go like right under here and above. Just make sure you don't have too much product, and the product that you do have is blended in. Okay, now we're gonna set, and then we'll kind of liven things up again. So I use the Beauty Blender like velvety puff, and these are my favorite. I have 3 of them, and I clean them every day. I clean all of my tools every day because you want to have a clean face. Now, depending on how tan I am, I use different colors, but I'm using 120. This is the matte and poreless, and I'm using the NYX HD. It's basically, I think it's 100% silica, and that is the stuff that makes flashback under your eyes. So if you're taking flashed pictures, you're going to want to do this differently, but if it's just day to day, this stuff makes your makeup last really, really long. So if you're taking pictures, you want to set your full face with just this first and then do this technique after. Otherwise, have some here, take some like that, and then put it on here, and then take your hand and kind of tap it, and then go under and around. And then you do that a few more times, so pat some more, tap it onto the pressed powder, go onto the other side. This will make you so poreless. And it gets rid of any texture. Now you're going to take a smaller brush, get a little bit of the NYX powder, and then a little bit of the pressed powder. You're going to go above and kind of just do that same thing but with a brush. So you can get in here, use here. And this will make a really good base. Now you can kind of use the remaining and go underneath a little bit, make sure that it's all really nice and set. Now I'm using some blush. This is ColourPop in Hot to Touch, and it's pretty pigmented. So I'm actually going to take a little bit of the silica powder and mix that in. And I want to create kind of like my natural rosy cheeks are like right here. So I'm going to do that again. And bring it closer. because typically I do it up here and I'll kind of bring that up too, but the majority of my natural rosiness is more on the apples of my cheeks. Creates like a playful kind of look. And then I do above my eyes, so I feel like it makes a pretty, like it brings some life back into you ever and ever. And on the nose, we're going to use a cool tone. Let me get it closer. Cool tone. Go on the nose just a little bit. Just because you just put so much stuff to take away any shadow that you kind of need to bring it back. I don't do anything crazy. I probably could, but then I go on one side like that, and then you flip it and you have the side up, and then you're gonna kind of slightly open so you get like the crease of your eye, and you just follow that and you go kind of back and forth. And then you create a pretty nice shadow. Do the same thing. You want this side up, find the crease, and you kind of open your eyes slightly. And you just kind of focus it in this area. And I kind of try to bring it in, and I want to like follow the shadow on my nose. Okay, I'm using the e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel. It's double-sided, which is nice. Do the other side, and go down, up. I'm kind of just trying to fully coat them, almost give the effect of like after you've washed your face, and they're kind of like wet. Now I'm taking an angled brush, and I'm using this SR. It's in the color 2. So I take the 2 darkest shades and I kind of mix them, and then I kind of start in the middle, and I'm really trying to trace my natural brow shape because I just want to enhance them a little bit. I don't do anything crazy. It's when I'm in the sun that they kind of disappear, because they do have a little bit of blonde in them. They're like a really ash brown. So this makes them like survive the sunshine because it creates a little shadow. So I pretty much just follow. And then this one I try to enhance this inner part because it's slightly less than this side. Like this side naturally is a little bit fuller. I'm going to take a little bit of that lighter shade too. Now I have natural beauty marks that have slightly gone away from retinol and then also get completely covered by makeup, so I can still kind of see them through the makeup. So I just go on where they are. And this is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. And this isn't super dark, kind of matches the natural shade of them. I have to like look closer to find this one. And this just brings some like realness back. Okay, now we're gonna do lip tint, which is fun. I'm gonna do this one today. I sometimes do a darker one. This one's in Clover, I think. So I'll show you how I do it. I start the lip line. Cupid's bow. Then I go up and around. I leave that part open. Now I'm actually going to add a little bit underneath my eye with this same shade. Just want to add a little bit of shadow because I feel like I don't like too bright of an under eye, otherwise I just don't feel like myself. And then I'm going to add a little bit just to like the liner area to kind of connect this whole shadow. Okay. Now I'm taking this white eyeliner and I'm going to go right on the inner corner. And kind of bring it like halfway. I'm going to kind of go under it again with this darker. And it creates kind of a pretty... Now I'm going to use this brown eyeliner and kind of do a little bit of a shadow. Like I'm not creating a real wing, but I'm kind of creating more of a shadow. Okay, and then I'm going to take this brush and just blend it out a little bit. Gives a little bit of an effect. Now we're going to peel this off. It creates a nice little shadow, and my lips are already naturally very pink. That's why I don't do this inner part, because I don't want it to look weird. I'll take my hair down. I'm going to put on this Water Lip Raspberry Red. It doesn't really do any color, but has SPF in it. Okay, I'm going to take the rest of my hair down. I sleep with it in like little buttons. And I'm going to put my jewelry on. To finish this off, I do this lash serum. I actually put it on over my makeup. Weird. So, like that. And it can irritate your eyes. It can make your eyes kind of red. So then I do these eye drops. Should wait till my eyes are not red anymore.